just a quickie video. I'm being quiet because it's like 6 in the morning and people are trying to sleep, so. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in because I haven't been on here in a few days. Nothing's like wrong or anything. I just wanted to give you an update. It's been a weird few days, but not a bad few days. Well, actually, I should probably backtrack about a week to update those of you who aren't friends with me on Facebook that have likely heard about what happened first before this. So, regarding my mom, she came home from the hospital, she was doing great, but she tried to be Wonder Woman and tried to just jump right back into everything she would normally be doing, like, right off the bat without giving herself an adequate period to recover, not the greatest thing to do after a massive, massive surgery, including going on walks to the freaking park at the end of the street and shit. And she's like, what are you doing? I think she was doing that on day 2 of being home from the hospital. Yeah, she had a major, major setback to the point where she couldn't keep anything down for like 4 days straight. And to go back to the hospital and everything, it was just all bad. Like, really, really bad. She's home again now. Her body's mellowed back out for the most part now, but yeah, that was a thing. She got all dehydrated and just messed herself up. Apparently she was like this like right after she came out of the surgery too, and she said this felt exactly like she did right after surgery. So it's like, oh, good job, you literally put yourself back at square one. What did you do? What did you do? So I think she's at least trying to be a little more cautious now, but she's not enjoying just sitting around doing nothing, and she keeps trying to sneak doing shit behind everyone's back because she doesn't want to sit still. And it's like, oh my god, just there's 3 of us here, just let us fucking take care of you. Sit down. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But anyway, so that was update there. She's otherwise more or less okay now. That was last weekend that was going on. Like, even while I was off seeing Ringo, that was happening. My sister was here trying to mitigate that while we were gone for a few hours to go do that. That was a little bit of a damper knowing that was going on at the same time, but I mean, it ended up okay, but still. So fast forward to Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Because I started filming Thursday videos, I got 1 done, and then that I think was about as far as I got. I was working on my data entry stuff downstairs at the dining room table, and I see a car pull up in front of our house. One I didn't really recognize, a nice looking car. And I know I'm nearsighted and all, but I'm squinting, I'm looking, and I'm like, that, I could swear that looks like my aunt. Like, the one that lives in Arizona. What the fuck? Who is that? And I go answer the door. Oh, it is! She just didn't bother telling anybody that she was coming out. She wanted to surprise my mom. Like, crazy surprise her. Didn't want to tell my dad, because my dad can't keep a secret to save his fucking life, okay? So, didn't tell me. Apparently she told my sister that lives in Arizona about it, and my sister made a point of not calling between the point where she knew and my aunt coming out because she was so scared of spilling the beans, which is really cute, but, yeah, Mom was starting to worry about her. But anyway, so, that was a thing, and I mean, I love my aunt. She's my godmother, so I mean, I have no problem. I was just like, no friggin' way. No friggin' way. So, I mean, I was very happy about this, but I mean, thankfully it was just her and not her husband, not her kids or her grandkids or anything, just her. I mean, my one cousin on that side, I always have a great time with, but yeah, it's different when it's just my aunt, so it's a lot more chill of an experience. Because when it's my cousin, then we always have to drive her all over the place, and there's always drinking involved, and I basically have to be on all the time to keep her entertained, and just, as an introvert, it's exhausting. So, at least with my aunt, I mean, it kind of still is, but not to the same extent. Sorry, I'm still waking up, so I have my morning sniffles still when my allergy pill kicks in. But anyway, so she was here, And the very first night, made a huge mistake. She did not mean to. I don't hold it against her, but holy shit. She brought over, Hawaiian barbecue from this place that's local to here, and it's like some type of like pulled pork thing. It was really, really good. But I, of all people, apparently should not have eaten that. I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't realize it till the next day that it was what made me feel so just out of it and messed up, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I mean, I was kind of feeling like I was having a flare up with my heart again. I was like, but I have been really, really careful about what I've been eating and drinking. What the hell? And then I was like trying to backtrack everything that I've ate or drank, and oh yeah, she brought that over. I go and I Google it. I bring up the nutrition facts. Oh my god. Just on the pulled pork alone, not including any of the sides that went with it, not including the sauce that went over it, it had enough sodium to where it's very nearly almost how much I'm supposed to not exceed in a day. Just from that. You factor in the other stuff that went in it, it was already over. Plus everything else I'd had in the day before that, because I didn't know that this was going to be a thing. Oh, suddenly it made perfect sense why all of a sudden, oh, okay, well then, great, great, oh my god. Literally all it takes is like one fuck up and it can mess me up, so it's like, oh, that's just charming. Again, I don't hold it against her, she had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't think to check it, because it's not something I normally have at the same time. It didn't register as something like super salty, but oh yeah. I'm still feeling it a little bit. My ankles are still swollen up, which, yeah, that's great. But, some of the brain fog is leaving. My chest doesn't feel as full at this point as it did, the very next day. Like, all I wanted to do was just sleep. And that is always a big red flag, because A, I don't nap unless I'm sick. And B, for me to be that out of it all day is usually my first red flag that my heart is having a flare up. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, that. So I'm just like, I'm still kind of on pins and needles about that. If I'm not feeling closer back to normal by tomorrow, I'll probably be seeing my doctor. So anyway, hopefully this is not going to lead to me being in the hospital again, but anyway, so that happened. And meanwhile, as all of that's going on, we get this steady influx of more and more people coming over. We had not only my aunt staying here, we then had my mom's godfather and his wife. We had an old co-worker of hers. We had not one but two of my uncles. We had a neighbor from down the street. We had my sister's mother and father-in-law. So like 9 different people in like about a 24-hour span of just revolving door of people. So on top of not feeling good, I'm also a crazy introvert. So between the two, I am just feeling drained as fuck. Anyway, so that was Friday. Yesterday, wasn't as bad. The first half of the day, I still felt like shit. But I mean, at least on Access TV, it was like an all-day Beatles marathon all day long. So I mean, I guess if there's a day for me to just chill and do nothing by the TV, it's on the Beatle day, which I quite enjoyed. Not gonna lie. They had like 3 different just exclusively Ringo things too, which okay. And then we had a couple of Polly Poo things, and okay. And there was one John one, which alright. And this George Martin documentary I'd never seen, which initially thought was gonna be boring, but no, it had Paul and Ringo on it, and they're talking about Peter Sellers and Beyond the Fringe, which was Dudley Moore, so hey! So I was quite happy with that. I think I ended up watching that twice as it was on. But yeah, so definitely did not mind that. I managed to mostly keep up with Inktober. I think I'm still behind like 2 days, but I'm chugging along. Even if it takes me an extra day or two to complete the challenge, I don't give a shit. I'm just doing it for my own enjoyment. There's no prize for if you win by doing it all on time or anything, or by being the best at it. But but it was interesting. One of the prompts. Well, actually, let me backpedal a little. I was really hesitant to do it because it always seems like the only people who do Inktober are really good artists, and I am not that. I am a fucking amateur. We all know this, and it's okay. You can say it. It won't hurt my feelings. I know. I've never had an art class in my life. I just go by trial and error, and sometimes it works, sometimes it fucking fails. There's kind of no in between with my stuff, and that is okay. That's how I teach myself, just through trial and error, seeing what works, what doesn't, and try to figure out how can I do it better next time. And sometimes I can glean it just from fucking up once. Sometimes it takes making that same mistake over and over and over before it goes tink, and I finally get it. But regardless, I think the one I did yesterday, like, one less color in the hair, I feel like the whole thing would have been a lot better, but oh well. Anywho, so I was mentioning it to my sister, the one in Arizona, and she was just like, if you do it, I will do it too, because there's no way you can be the worst person in this thing if I do it too, because I'll always be worse than you at it. And I was like, there's so much wrong with that sentence. Like, first off, A, you draw better than me. B, you letter better than me. And C, wait, did I say 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, and C? I don't know. It doesn't matter. And C, you're still implying we're gonna be the worst people at it. You know what? I give you credit. You've got 6 children. If you're willing to put in the time to actually do these along with me while watching 6 children, fuck it, I'll do it. So, day 1 was like, sorry, my nose is itchy. Day 1 prompt was like poisonous. I did the poison apple from Snow White, and actually I'm still really proud of that one. That's probably the best one I've done this challenge so far, was day 1. I set the bar high on the first day, and everything's been downhill from there. She did, like, a poison-type Pokemon. Day 2 was Tranquil, and I did, like, I couldn't decide, do I want to do, like, a Tranquil Lake, or those, like, meditation stones, or, like, a water lily, or, like, what do I want to do? I don't know. So I found a reference photo that had all 3, and I was like, fuck it, all the Tranquils in one photo. I'll do them all. And that one didn't turn out as well. I think that one has the least feedback out of all the ones I've posted, and it's okay. It just sucks that I think I spent the most time on that one, and it may have turned out the worst. So, day 3, the prompt was roasted. My sister did, like, a coffee cup made of coffee beans, and then proceeded to tell me, FYI, don't draw coffee beans. After a while, they start to look like vaginas. And I was like, well, I mean, I know my mind would have gone there anyway, drawing them, but that's just because I have a dirty mind. I really wasn't expecting that to come out of her, though. Like, she's such, like, a godly woman. I was like, what did you just say? Oh my god, okay. She's not wrong, though, but anyway, and she, like, made up her own cutesy coffee quote to go with it, and I loved it. And I originally was gonna do the burn book from Mean Girls, especially because it fell on Mean Girls Day, and it was a Wednesday to boot. I was like, I gotta do Mean Girls, but then I fell behind, and it wasn't even Mean Girls Day anymore by the time I did the prompt, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do Trogdor burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants. Burninating all the people in their thatched roof. Yes! Okay, I need to not do that at 6 in the morning. Everyone else is asleep, so. Yeah, anyway, so just trying to keep it low. But yeah, I did Trogdor. I used nothing but a ballpoint pen on that one. And I oddly am really happy with how that one turned out, oddly enough. Which I never thought I would have said for a freaking ballpoint pen one. Oh boy, low battery, that's fun. But, yeah, I was actually really shocked that that came out looking okay. It made me feel like I was back in high school again, doodling on every page of my notebooks, because that was all I had to work with there too. So that was that one. But the next one was for spell. And originally, I thought I was just gonna go rogue because everyone's just doing like cutesy witches and shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna do a witch. And I was trying to think of like the other version of spell, like spelling. And all I could think of was those stupid like spin and spell toys from like the 80s. I was like, I'm not drawing one of those. That's fucking stupid. And I was wasting time trying to think of something good. So I just defaulted back to fine, fuck it, I'll do a witch. So I did the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz, like casting the sleeping spell, and it was okay. It was nothing great. I literally was just trying to crank it out quickly so I could move on. I mean, it's not terrible, but this was the point where my sister upstaged me, not only in being better, but did something I should have thought of. What's wrong with this picture? When my sister thinks of drawing Liza Minnelli and I don't. It was awesome though. She drew the cover of Liza with a Z, like not the character one. I mean the DVD one, the like half of her face and like the stencily looking thing with the logo Liza with a Z, because that song Liza with a Z is about spelling, how to spell her name. And honestly, that was really freaking genius, and I wish I had thought of it. I can't believe I didn't. But she did, and I'm stoked that she did. She did a really good job on it. She didn't even think she did a good job. I was like, fuck you, yes you did. You drew that better than I ever have, so shut up. I don't think I've ever drawn Liza that well, so bite me. And she's like, oh, but black marker's unforgiving. I'm like, dude, you did an amazing job. Shut the hell up. And she put it on both Instagram and Facebook. By the time it made it to Facebook, I was like, I can't believe you're the one who thought of this and not me. And she's like, well, I learned from the best. And I'm like, okay, now you made me cry on top of it. But I mean, it was happy crying, so it's okay. But anyway, so there was that. And then the second I saw hers, it dawned on me what I should have done. And I'm still tempted to go back. If I catch all the way up, I may just do a twofer for that day and do a second one that I should have done in the first place. No, I'm not stealing the Liza idea. No, no. No, no. I should have drawn that picture of Ringo Starr from the 60s, where he's holding up that sign that says, I can't spell, and it's like S-P-E-L. He's not wrong. Have you ever looked at his Twitter? Like, the poor guy, like, you can tell when he uses his, like, talk-to-text thing because it screws up because of his accent and comes out kind of nonsensical for it, but if you, like, say it out loud in the accent, you can usually figure out what it's supposed to be. But then you can also definitely tell when he actually tried to type it, and it's just, like, I don't know what that is. You know what that is? I don't know what that is. I feel bad. I mean, the poor guy's like damn near illiterate because he basically had to drop out of school really young, has a health problem. So I mean, I feel bad poking fun at him for that. I'm not like really making fun of him for that, but that photo in general is like really famous amongst the Beatles fandom, and it's kind of a meme in and of itself just for existing. And yeah, I should have drawn that. That would have been freaking perfect. Even if I had just drawn like a little cartoony Ringo, like a little anime Ringo or something, being all cutesy as shit, like that would have been perfect. I wish I had thought of it. Like I said, I'm still very tempted to go back and do it anyway, even if not as part of Inktober. I may just draw it for fun, as is. So, and then the last one that I'm caught up with was day 5. I kind of failed at it though. The prompt was chicken, and I had a couple of ideas for this. The first one would have been like Arrested Development, their chicken dance thing, like all of their version of what they think a chicken does. You know, the whole thing with, has anyone in this family ever seen a chicken? But I also debated just drawing a chicken and putting that quote with it and calling it a day, but I was like, no, that's lazy. But at the same time, I was like, Hello, coyotes. Just okay. 3 of the characters I could probably pull off a decent caricature of. But Will Arnett, though, if I fucked up his face, I would cry. I would feel way too guilty. I was like, he is too pretty for me to draw, I think. His features are too delicate. I would screw it up, and I don't want to screw up Will. He's too pretty, so... Alright, I guess I won't do that. But I had just been watching Eric Idle interviews the day before, and all of a sudden, like, while I was watching those, I was like, wasn't there a prompt on here for chicken? I think there was. Now look at the listing. Oh, it's the next one. I know what I'm gonna draw. It's gonna be Brave Sir Robin from Honey Python and the Holy Grail. Because he has a chicken on his shield, he has a chicken on his, it's not a vest, it's not a shirt, it's like, not a toga. I don't know what the hell you would call it. So, but basically on his person, you know, he had a big ass chicken on him because he himself was a chicken. So to me it made perfect sense, even though I think it was kind of lost on a lot of people, but I don't give a shit. As a Monty Python fan, I was like, screw it. This is happening. Deal with it. And the hair would have been fine till I don't know if the fumes were just getting to me, and I was like, no, I gotta add in like one more color just for like shadows on the underside and just low lights. A, it was too harsh. B, it was such a juicy pen that I could not get a fine line out of it, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I have been breathing these fumes for like 3 hours. There is no way in hell I am starting over now. That hair is staying fucked up. I don't even care anymore. So, yeah, if you look at it, feel free to point and laugh, because I sure did, and still am. But the face itself wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, I'm still learning to like color and shade with markers. And for me, this actually, for the skin, usually that is where I fuck up and I either go lazy and just go one flat tone, even though there's nothing realistic looking about that, or it gets very caricature-y looking because I'll add like little lines here, maybe dunk, dunk. But they're like literally just like a fine line, boom, boom, not shaded or anything, just that is what you get. I at least attempted to shade around these points in that. And I did a better job than I normally do. It's not perfect. It's not great. But it's better than I normally do. So I was like, there's something to be said for alcohol-based markers. Alright, maybe I will try to do more people. Because, yeah, for the monthly challenge things, I largely stay away from drawing people because that is like my Achilles heel with drawing, even though ironically it's the thing I wish most I could draw properly. But yeah, that. So I just stay away from them and hope like hell that people will forget how much I suck at drawing people. Because at least when I draw other stuff, even if it doesn't turn out like the reference photo, usually it's good enough to where nobody gives a shit that it doesn't look like the reference photo. It still looks good on its own. But with people, if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. So yeah, it makes it a lot harder. So I've largely stayed away from drawing people the past year or two. But every once in a while I try, and then I quickly get reminded why I don't try. But the only way to get better is to practice. I know. But I think the next prompt on the list is drool. And I have a dirty mind, and I'm like, yeah, I can't draw that. I can't draw that. I would get defriended by so many people so fucking fast. I was just like I saw the prompt, what pops to my mind, like, immediately before anything else? Oh, a ball gag in, like, a girl's mouth with, like, drool coming down around it. I was like, I cannot draw that. Not publicly, anyway. I cannot draw that. I have too many kids that follow my social media. Nope. I can't do that. Even though, yeah, tempting, but no. It'd be easy, but no. I told my dad that, he just laughed and laughed. I told my mom that, she growled at me. I'm like, yeah, see that right there, that's why I can't draw it, because there's too many people who'd react like that, so I don't know what I'll draw and stuff. I'll probably just default to something basic, like a fucking dog or something, I don't know. I don't really have a good idea for that one, but yeah, that, I don't know. I don't really want to draw like a baby, just no. I already drew a person yesterday. I don't want to draw a baby, so I don't think I'll do that. So it may just be a dog, like a drooly, slobbery bulldog, or like a sheep, or not a sheepdog. What kind of dog was Beethoven? Saint Bernard. I don't know why I can never fucking think of that name, but yeah, I suppose I could maybe do a Saint Bernard. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something better between now and when I actually do the thing. That'd be nice. Oh god, but yeah, so that has been Inktober so far. So yeah, anyway. Still trying to be quiet, and still drinking my coffee. I'm probably gonna go just chill on my computer for a bit. Maybe try and brainstorm some more for Inktober. Still have some Etsy orders I gotta fill that really I should be taking care of today, more so than Inktober. But at the same time, I'm trying to juggle both, because if I fall behind with one or the other, pretty sure I'll be in trouble with somebody. So, anyways, yeah, I gotta do those, and I'll at least try to get another video up later. I don't know what yet. I haven't done a review in how many days. I feel really bad. But again, I did not foresee the past few days consisting of what they consisted of, so I'm just like, it's been a weird few days, guys. Just hang with me. I'm trying to keep all the plates spinning here. I'm trying really hard. But yeah, so I will get on that and do my best. There's like new holiday EOS flavors out apparently now, and I don't know where the fuck is selling them other than eBay, and I don't want to pay eBay prices when I know that if I just hang the fuck in there, they'll probably be either on the website or on a website shortly. People are like, oh, they're on Lucky Vitamin. I'm like, yeah, I don't trust Lucky Vitamin, guys. I'm sorry, I don't. So when they hit a more reputable website, wake me up. If they make it to like Kohl's or Target or Walmart or Walgreens or just anything, let me know. I will buy them immediately. Or if you see them affordably on eBay. But there's a sugar plum one. There's First Snow, which God only knows what that is. There is Fireside Chai. There's like a tinted one, ruby red, that depending which version of you get, I think the one for America is just for lips. If you get it from Europe, it's lips and cheeks, which I guess that's like the Baby Lips bomb balls that were made for both that I did not buy because the concept kind of skeeved me out. I was like, I don't really wanna. No. I think I said sugar plum already. I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting. There's another one or two. There was cranberry pear and oh, fucking balls, dude. I wish I brought my computer over here. Oh, there's another thing that happened. My battery on my computer, I'm like lucky if I can get it up or down the stairs and plug it back in before the battery just dies. So I finally like popped it out, thinking maybe the contacts aren't hitting right or something. Oh, there's corrosion all over my fucking battery. That's fun. Did you guys know laptop batteries can get corrosion? I didn't. Apparently they can. And mine did. So needless to say, I went and found a replacement battery on eBay, and I'm skeptical because the price was so low, but at the same time, this seller has really good reviews, so it's what I can afford for the moment. It's gotta be safer than a corroded battery, so, there's that. So, I mean, I'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I guess I'll pop the corroded one back in there, return the other one, and get the more expensive one, but I'd rather not spend $100 if I can help it, when I really don't have that much to spare at the moment. But $27, $100, just slight, not conspiracy, disparity in price. Yeah, that. So that's a thing. I'm just really hoping the cheap one works out. I don't even care if it holds a battery very long. I generally keep mine plugged in, but I mean, when it's not even staying on long enough to get up and down the stairs, when that's like literally like a minute, there is a problem. I mean, I've seen this train coming for a while, and I've been putting off buying a replacement battery, but this is ridiculous. I'm seeing the corrosion on it, I was like, ah, fuck, alright, fine. I don't want a fire on my hands. I'll get a replacement. So that was a thing. But yeah, if I had eBay up in front of me, I feel like there's at least one more holiday EOS that exists. I just don't remember what it was. I feel like I also screen cap them all and have them on my iPod, but I'm filming with the iPod, so I can't check. So if you guys know what the other one is, leave it in the comments for those who are curious, because now I'm sure you're all like, oh my god, what's the other one? But yeah, there's another one. I just am blanking on what it is. So I don't know. If you guys can figure out where the hell they're being sold, let me know. Like, somewhere reputable, though. Because that would be nice. So anyways, that is about it for now. So, oh god, I'm pale and gross, but I'm just like, ew, I'm like as white as the door. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna carry on with my day, and I'm gonna try to be back later. I make no promises, but I'm gonna try. I have lots of videos planned and lined up to film. I just have to actually make them happen. So, that. God. Anyway, so I will try to be back later. If not, don't yell at me. But I'm gonna try my solid best. So, anyways. You guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts. They're all listed down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, until next time.